So I guess I'm just gonna rant about why I enjoyed the movie Tammy. Now, I decided to do this review because one of my dear friends went to the movie premiere and ended up walking out of the theater because he thought the movie wasn't any good. He thought that it just wasn't very funny at all. I was surprised because watching every single Melissa McCarthy film, she's the best part of it. So I went and I saw the movie, and I didn't think it was a terrible film. But I can understand why these people thought it wasn't their ideal movie. Now, Tammy wasn't the movie we expected. It had a rated R movie, and it was a Melissa McCarthy film. So obviously, most viewers went to see a bunch of stupid sexual jokes, and that's it. And the thing is, this movie didn't just have that. It had plot, it had characters, it had its funny moments, but it also had a decent story and a decent message. But of course, most people weren't going to see Tammy before that. They were going to go see Tammy because they felt they just wanted some easy laughs. And while it was funny, some moments weren't. And yeah, I feel like people aren't going to movies anymore because they want to see good films. I feel like people are going to movies because they just want the expected. And that's the problem with movies right now. Most movies are all the same. They're sequels, they're repeats of other movies. And Tammy wasn't that. It wasn't that same movie people wanted to watch. It was something different. And while that doesn't make it a bad film, it doesn't make it the film that a lot of people wanted to go to. The thing is that good films are not a formula. Good films can come out of a formula, but quality films are not movies that just follow the formula. They are movies that try to spice up the formula, that try to do something different. If you look at AFI's top 100 films, they are movies that changed the film industry. They aren't movies that kept it stagnant like it is right now. Number one is Citizen Kane. It's because this movie has a non-linear plotline. It has special effects that were crazy new for its time. It also had feelings, which you never saw in movies before. The thing is that Tammy wasn't trying to stick to the Melissa McCarthy formula, which was be freaking hilarious, and that's all you need. This movie had the heart of an indie film in that it had a script that probably people wouldn't usually take a chance on. Of course, because Melissa McCarthy backed it up. Of course they're gonna give it a budget. Melissa McCarthy's awesome, and she will get a lot of viewers, and she will make a lot of money doing any movie she wants, and that's brilliant, good for her. But that's the problem too. People didn't like it because it wasn't her format. This movie was sort of revealing on what we audiences should change. Right now, I work at the movie theater, and I keep asking myself, why are the movies not getting any better? Why am I not excited to see any of the movies? And then I see why. Because people aren't going to good movies. They're just going to easy movies. Those movies are not formula movies. They change. They're in the pursuit of getting better. But the thing is that people don't want movies to get better. They just want movies to kind of get by. So here's what I'm gonna finish with. I found Tammy to be a good movie because it wasn't just funny. It had a decent plotline, it had decent characters, it had several funny moments, but it wasn't just funny moments. It had a decent message on freedom. It was perfectly timed for the 4th of July, and I thought it was a great message on the American people in general and how we aren't stuck being the hopeless American people who whine about our freedoms and don't do anything about them. I feel like, although there were moments where I think Susan Sarandon could have used some pointers on comedic timing from Melissa McCarthy, it was all in all a pretty good film. And if you want to go see a film that has a good story, a good message, and it's still hilarious, go see Tammy. But if you just want to see a bunch of cheap laughs and formulaic type storytelling, go see 22 Jump Street. You know, it's exactly like the first one, and that's just okay.